Right, welcome. I'm going to do a quick rundown and unboxing of my new brakes. Firstly, I want to shout out to Danny at Dynodaze, who managed to get these for me. He's a local EBC brake supplier, so if anybody wants a set of these, get on Dynodaze's site. They do all of the EBC stuff. Anything's not listed, he can get it for you. Anything that is listed in the shop, I've got my own unique money off code, Matty5. You're more than welcome to use that. And basically I'm just going to show you what we've got today, which is going on the FN2. Right, greetings everybody, back to it. So I'm using my little first person camera here that I got for driving. I thought this would be great for doing unboxings like this. So these are the brakes. You get two great big boxes. I have had a peek in them already, but I thought I'd do you an unboxing and have a look around, see what we've got. So we've got the main box, which has got all the brakes and the bits and bobs in it. If we spin this around, it shows you everything that's included on here. So you get two calipers, you get the brackets, you get brake lines front and rear, you get brake pads front and rear, you get fitting hardware, and you get a litre of the racing brake fluid. Part number, if anybody needs that, is on here. But as I say, Dynodaze are where you want to go to acquire those. And the discs themselves, they're in a separate box. Again, they've got their own unique part number, and it's a proper kit for the FN2. So, where do we start? We should start with the main article, shouldn't we? Calipers. Right, so get this phone out of the way. I've got a blade, but I don't know if I'm going to need that. So I did have a peek earlier on, but this is just another unboxing thing for the lovely YouTube people. So just to note as well, the packaging, the EBC and the work they put into packaging on this is fantastic. So that's an outside sleeve, discard. And in the main big white box we have I mean, what is not to love about this packaging? It's foam lined. They're not going to get damaged in transit. Definitely not. EBC have thought this through so well. So here we go. Right, we've got really lightweight for the size calipers. They're a twin caliper system. Look, this two blocks are bolted together. We've got EBC made in the UK. Got twin bleed nipples. They're attached via the stainless hose at the bottom. I think these look stainless steel as well. They sure are. So you've got stainless steel bleed nipples on there. Really good. Bleed nipple caps, Jesus, they're really good. Heavy duty ones. It's so good I can't get it back on now. That'll be alright. Oh, I saw that with a bit of soap down there. No, it's back on. So yeah, brake hose into the back of these. They're made of two-piece aluminium, made in the UK, in Northampton I believe. What's not to love? What is not to love? Let's get these blocks out of here and have a look. So that's one nice thing I've spotted so far. So you get external dust boots on the pistons themselves, which is really good. And these here, these are intriguing. So that's like what the bottom of the pads sit on. It's clever, isn't it? And then obviously the single pin at the top. Oh, and it's rotating as well. That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. So yeah, that's the calipers, guys. I'm going to when we get these fitted, I am going to take some measurements, weight measurements, and we'll post those up at some point, just so everybody's got a comparison with these, so they can go at other big brake kits and or compare it to the standard or whatever you want to do. So yeah, what a nice piece of kit. What a nice piece of kit. Let's have a look at the second one, because we've not had these out. So yeah, again, they're handed as well. Look, they've actually told you which one's the left and which one's the right, if you notice that. right, left, if you're picking that up, is very cool. So again, double dust boots. I'm just so enamored by this kit. It's so great. This is the balanced kit, they call it, because you get front and rear as well. So let's move some of this spongy stuff out of the way. What have we got here then? So you've got their own separate serial numbers, certificates of authenticity with the serial numbers off the calipers themselves, which is really nice. EBC, really like this. They've been inspected. What's not to love? This is great. Plenty of cheap Chinese rubbish floating around on the streets at the moment. So yeah, that gets rid of that. What's this one? So in this box here we have some of the EBC BF307 racing brake fluid, the Super Dot 4. This is good. This is really good. 307. So 307 will be the boiling point on it. So if we look at Fahrenheit, it's 572 Fahrenheit. That's the minimum dry boiling point. So if you look at like an RBF 600, this is literally just shy of that, or on par, which is great. So EBC racing brake fluid, happy with that. That's cool. And they include that in this kit as well for the price. Right, next box. Get this big one out of the way. So in here, what have we got? In here we have a full set of braided brake hoses. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Instruction certificates and stuff, we'll put those away. Brake hoses. Right, we have warning labels. These are longer than the standard ones, so you get they've got a little bit more length to them. These are the fronts. They've got the junction boxes on there as well for the thing that you have to fit. With these, that's cool. I don't know what the actual name for those is, but yeah, that's the cool thing to have on there. They're all ready. The banjo fixings are all like stainless steel, slightly angled, if you can make that out. Yeah, these are really nice lines, EBC. Really nice lines. And then the others we've got, so we'll have what, two on the rear. So yeah, they'll be for them two for the rear calipers. So they've got the big, I think they're AN fixings, are they, on there? And then you've got the other two banjos for the other two rears. Very cool. And then obviously on the FN2 you've got another two that they go over the top of the rear beam. So there's actually 6 braided hoses on the FN2. That is cool. That is really good to say that you get a full set of 6 hoses included in this kit. I mean, a set of these hoses, what are they? They're going to be like 150 quid ish. They're included. You tell me any big brake kit that comes with a full car set of hoses, matching hoses. There isn't any. So we've got an assortment of banjo screws for the braided hoses with copper crush washers. That's just great. Always handy to have. Let's see what we've got in here then. Right, so this is a selection of obviously the fitting kits and stuff. That all looks very nice. Big hex key fittings on them. What's this? So we've got a couple of the spring shims. So these will be sitting, I imagine, under here. When that bolts out, they will fit under there, and they will press on the pad to keep it in place, stop it rattling, or yeah, we'll have a look at those at some point. We have the brake shims themselves for the big front pads. So these are nice to have as well. They're actually lined with something. The metal on the outside, but the pad contact face, they're lined with something that's like a fabric or something like that. Now this helps stop heat transferring from the pad to the caliper to help. It doesn't stop it, but it helps your fluid from boiling. That's nice. And they've got some sort of like fibrous lining on them, or something that's nice thing to have as well. We have the big pads. Look at them. So the pads for the front of these, they're a big chunky pad there, aren't they? So I'll have to figure out how these fit. Yeah, they like that. Yeah, they're nice. So these are, I believe they're the yellow stuff compound, DP400. I've looked that up, but yeah, it looked like it was a yellow stuff compound from the label. But so they come in like a shiny stainless steely bag, which is really nice. Again, all made in the UK. So that's pretty cool. What we got here? Let's get this boy open. This will be the mounts for the calipers. So we're going to weigh all of this at some point. My set of scales decided to be broken just before I decided to make this video. It's grand, right? That is the adapter kit for it. So that'll bolt into the standard positioning on the hub. And these are billet aluminium. Very nice. You can still see the machining marks in it, painted black. These are interesting, aren't they? So, slot on there somewhere. Ah, they're on dowels, look. So they've got like a dowel fitting. Now that's clever. That is very clever. Yeah, like a dowel fitting, look. And then obviously when the bolts clamped on, they will squeeze together a bit more. They're very tight at the moment. Gonna need a bit of oil. That side's in. There we go. Can you see that? It's like dowel fitting into the caliper itself. There's little grub screws on the back to take that off in case it ever seizes or whatever. But that's interesting. I've not seen a design like this before. I like EBC. Yeah, so they're a nice piece of kit. And then obviously, because this is a balanced brake kit, you get rears as well. So this will be a set of rear yellows, I would imagine. Stickers. Thanks for choosing EBC brakes. Yeah, and then you got a set of yellow rears there as well, pads. They're a good pad, good road pad. Not so great on track, but in the rear it doesn't matter. So for any sort of track work that this will do, those front ones will be swapped out for something a little bit more tracky. It's going to be dead easy to swap these though, isn't it? Really easy. So it's just a pin in the top, the spring washer, and then the whole lot comes off. So it's really clever. And these will be where. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My camera overheated. I've got a new Osmo camera for the first person view, and I left it 120 frames per second, so it overheated a little bit there. So anyway, getting back to the video. So we were talking about the calipers. Got the stainless steel shims in there, which we were looking at where the pad sits, which is very nice. Get these moved out of the way, and we'll get to the main meat, which is the discs. Right, so they are handed left and right, so they're going to have a directional airflow pattern in them, I imagine. Let's just get one of these out. Fitting and safety instructions, all on the back of the box. Right, move that one out of the way. Brakes are major safety critical components of your vehicle, and yeah, so we're definitely going to fit these correctly. We don't need to adhere to that. So please fit me correctly. Well, yes, this there, how much these cost, we certainly shall. Alright, so again, great packaging from EBC in a big box, and then you've obviously got the nice brand on there. It's a very cool EBC. Right, so we've got a load of bubble wrap and one lighter than it looks disc. So these rotors in this kit are 330mm by 28. You've got a lightweight aluminium belt in the middle, and they're the floating type. So more suitable for track, but fit for race use, shall we say. Be fiend. Right, so rotor, right hand side. Artwork, absolute artwork EBC. Super impressed. So we've got the floating springs there on the actual bell itself. The bell being the aluminium part. So this is the lightweight aluminium part here. I believe it's aluminium. Correction, it's stainless steel. You would have thought that would have been aluminium, but that's stainless steel. Okay, so at least it will last longer. You've got a stainless steel bell with this, with a nice rotor. As you can see how I'm holding it, it's not overly heavy. I had a Brembo kit that I did sell on, and those discs on that were considerably heavier, but they were thicker, and they were one piece. So this being two piece, it's shed. I'd like to think it shed a little bit of weight, but the bells are actually stainless steel, so I thought they were aluminium. But made in the UK. So it's got the sprung floating disc on it. It's got bidirectional vented patterns here, so this is for the right hand side for optimised airflow and cooling. I don't know what more I could possibly say about it. These are a really nice piece of kit. But yeah, that is that, everybody. We'll be fitting these soon, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch a decent pair of scales. I'm going to get everything weighed up, so everybody's aware about what everything weighs and whether this kit's going to suit them. It's certainly lighter than a yellow speed racing kit, I'll tell you that now. It's 100% lighter than a yellow speed racing kit. Calipers. The calipers on those, they weigh a ton. They're huge, but they're 6-pot, so they're going to be bigger, they're going to be heavier. But this is really lightweight, it's really cool. I'm curious as to how it compares weight-wise to like the APs and various other 4-pots. Definitely lighter than the Brembos and the Mark III Brembos anyway. The Mark IIs are slightly smaller, so they could be a bit lighter. But yeah, I'll stop waffling on. Let me know what you think. Want to fit to yours. So these are competitively priced. Source these from Dynodaze. If anybody wants to use my my discount code, I'll post that in the comments section below. Yeah, subscribe for more content. Drop us a like, that'd be great, and I will catch you guys when we get these fitted. See you soon.